Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, y'all. We have breaking news. I had to cover this. This is going to be a shorter video, but the House settlement has officially passed, which means a whole lot of things. We've covered that on this channel several times. So we're talking about, what is it, $2.8 billion is going to be paid retroactively to student athletes dating back to 2016. The biggest thing with this is that there will now be revenue sharing. So $20.5 million for most of the Power Four programs, if not for all of them. It's either that or it's up to 20%, whichever one comes first, of that school's revenue will be shared with the student athletes. There's now going to be this NIL cap where this third-party company is going to be out there basically vetting every single NIL deal over $600. And they're going to say, hey, this is either within our market value or it's over it. If it's over it, you can still make the money, but you can't play the game. It's a big problem for me. You know, I've told y'all several times. To me, this is a major violation of antitrust laws. My biggest issue is that the players had absolutely no say in this, and we've talked a lot about all these new bills that the government's trying to get passed to give college sports this antitrust pass. Well, we're going to see how that whole thing goes, but as of this date, okay, on June the 6th, almost June the 7th now, we will be having revenue sharing. There's a lot of things that are going to be changing with college sports. I think it's going to be big for Tennessee just for this year. Obviously, man, understanding that most of the deals that aren't from a big time corporation or a company that's over $10,000 probably won't get by. There are going to be a lot of people, and I don't know how this is going to work yet. We'll see. We'll probably come back tomorrow and talk more about it as we get some more info. But it does sound like those deals are, they're a lot of players are going to end up losing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Tennessee has players that are making 6 figures, 7 figures. Those NIL deals are probably going to be gone. Will it make the players want to transfer out? I think that that's possible. Now, one of the things that held this whole situation up is that the judge wanted for there to be this grandfather in clause so that the walk-on players could hold on to their spots. What they did with that is they're going to give, I guess, for like the next 4 years, if you're a walk-on player, teams can go over that roster limit. So for football, there wasn't a roster limit. Prior to this, it was an 85 scholarship limit. Now the roster limit is set at 105. For the next, again, I would say, probably 4 to 5 years, what we're going to see is the roster limits will be well over that, okay? But there's going to be a lot more players that get scholarships. It's just a lot of money that I feel like is just going to a lot of different places, which, listen, I'm cool with kids getting their scholarships. I'm very happy that the walk-on players get to keep their spot. I think that that's huge. But from top to bottom, this is a situation that, I really wish that Tennessee would have tried to push back on, because we had those state laws in place. There's already federal laws in place that say that you cannot violate antitrust. You can't put a cap, you can't put a limit on someone profiting off of their name, image, and likeness. As we said, with the new bill that they're trying to get passed, if that does get passed, we're probably, I don't know how far away we are from that, but we're probably several months from seeing how that's going to go. But the revenue sharing part of it could be gone. Now, one of my other questions is, how does this fit with Title IX and things like that? Because there's really only 2 sports at most institutions, up to 2 sports, that are generating any type of revenue. So the question has been asked, are they going to share this with all the other sports outside of football and outside of basketball? Several schools have already come out and said that they're not doing it. Now, I don't think that Tennessee is going to do that, but I don't know. I can't speak for Danny White, for everybody else. This is the everything school, so we probably want to try to pay everybody. As far as Title IX goes, again, I don't know how that works. I don't know if you're not making any revenue, can you legally say, hey, you've got to still share this revenue because the football team's getting it? I think that it's ultimately going to end up going to a situation where, football, basketball, they do their own thing. And then, you can maybe still pay for the other sports that aren't generating any revenue out of that. I don't know. But at some point, like Danny White said, like I've said, like a lot of people are saying, we got to sit down, have a CBA, have the players voice their thoughts, put their input into this. And until we do that, we are going to be, I think, in a whole bunch of crap. All right. Like the players whose NIL deals might be going down. You think that they're not going to sue? Somebody's going to sue. So I think that this thing will probably last for maybe like a year, maybe 2 years. Either way, huge day for college sports for sure. Huge day. And, we'll see how the funds kind of get divvied up. As I've said, I feel like with your football team, Tennessee's going to put a lot of money into our quarterback, a lot of money into our tackles, pass rush, going to put a whole lot of money there. Wide receivers are going to be big for us. But there's some other programs that would put more money into maybe like running backs, maybe tight ends. Tennessee loves the tight ends, but you can't. It's not enough money where you can just, somebody's going to be making more than somebody else. It's just, I think that they really should have sat down with the players before they decided to jump into this whole thing. But it is official, y'all, and this is a huge day for college sports. So if you're watching this on the rewatch, just let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'm going to try to come back, like I said, and do a little bit more of a thorough video breakdown with exactly what this means. But I had to bring this to the channel because it's very, very big for our Tennessee Volunteers, and we'll find a way. We will find a way to make this thing work out for us. But as always, y'all, please do us a very big favor. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks. Peace.